Hey, welcome to Cooking with Dee. Today we're going to be making Navajo tacos. Super simple, easy. Our first step is to get our frozen yeast rolls. The brand that we got today was Bridgeford. I've been told to use Rhodes brand, R-H-O-D-E-S, but the grocery store was out. So we're going to try these. The directions say to place the desired number of rolls on a lightly greased cookie sheet, 1 to 2 inches apart. Brush the tops with melted butter, margarine for best results, and then spray with cooking spray, or spray with cooking spray. And then it tells you to thaw them in the refrigerator overnight, and then let them rise for 2 to 3 hours, and then bake them for 10 to 14 minutes. But we're going to omit step 4 because we're going to be deep frying these once they rise. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and spray my cooking sheet with some olive oil spray. There we go. Next step is to put the desired number of rolls. See, these are already soft because they've been sitting in the refrigerator overnight. I think that's all I need is 8 because each one is going to make, or each 2 rather, is going to make 1 fried bread. So now I'm going to go ahead and cover this with another lightly coated spray of the cooking spray. Cover with saran wrap. And then just let it sit for 1 to 2 hours. Okay, we'll be back. So I've never made Navajo tacos the way that I'm going to do them for you today. I'm usually made sopapillas from scratch, but 2 of my cousins swear by this, so I'm going to do what they say. And so after my rolls had risen, they got pretty big. Let me see if I can show you before I smash it all up. So it got pretty, good size. But I'm going to bring these together. Now, one cousin says just to smash it and stretch it out. Right? I'm going to add just a little bit of flour because it is a little sticky, and just stretch it out. Another cousin says, oh, I used my rolling pin, right? So I think I'm going to use the rolling pin. My making circles by hand is not the best at that. So I kind of want to stretch this out. When my mom used to make tortillas when I was a kid, I would tease her because the tortillas wouldn't be round. One time I said, Mom, that looks like the state of Texas. And another time I said, oh, you made the state of California. I shouldn't even talk because I can't make round anything either. She said when she first got married, she would get the lid of a saucepan and put the saucepan down and then cut around it, just so she could have round tortillas. But don't tell my dad. I don't know that he knows that story or not. So, okay, that looks like that's going to get about as stretched out as it's going to get. And now I'm going to put it in some hot oil. I have it in a cast iron skillet, and so we're just going to let that, I have it on high, but I'm going to turn it down because it's going to be way too hot for that. So here we go, let's put it in. There we go. And what this is going to do, it's going to puff up. Ooh, look at that. Turn it. And you want it to cook all the way through, and you'll know when it's cooked because it's going to turn brown. So let's just let it sit there for a minute or so, about 30 seconds maybe on each side. We'll have to wait and see because, like I said, I've never used this hack before, this little easy way of doing Navajo tacos. See how it's already kind of turning brown here on the edge here. And then I want to cut this just a little bit so that it cooks. So any bubbles that you get, you want some bubbles, right? But you don't want to be all bubbled up. There we go. I'm just gonna let it sit here. Now while this is cooking, what a good cook would do would be to get the next one rolled, and then you can have like a little assembly line. But what I'm interested in doing is just getting one made so that you can see it. Have it be yummy yummy. And then I can go about making the rest for our lunch. Looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and put that on some paper towels and let that excess oil drain off there. And then I'll give this about a minute just to sit. And then I'm going to go ahead and assemble it. Okay, so we're going to start to assemble, and again, you know, you're going to put what you want to put in there. You don't have to follow what I'm doing. But my first layer of my taco, and you don't fold these. I mean, I guess you could fold them when you eat them. I usually eat them with a fork and knife though. So I'll put on my layer of beans. And you can make this as high as you want. All right. So I put in my beans there, and then I put on my ground beef, my seasoned ground beef. I do season this. All right. See, that looks yummy, yummy. And then I like lettuce. So to me, this is like heaven when it has a lot of lettuce on it. And then cheese on top. And you got to spill a little cheese on the ground so that Zoe can think that we cooked for her too. And then, I'm not really a tomato eater, but I tasted one of these earlier. It was like a beefsteak tomato. It was pretty good, so I might just put a couple of those on the side. I did season the ground beef, so everything is good to go. And then I did make some, little bit of guacamole here. I was able to just chop it up and put a little salsa in there, so I'll have that on the side. And there you go, that's what we call dinner. Navajo Tacos by Dee. The easy way. I think I'm going to like this. All right, thanks for joining me in the kitchen. Until I circle back around.
See you soon.
Ha! Sue.
Sue Chef.
So my friend Marilyn at work told me I needed to try the Abolita. So I got marshmallows so we can make hot chocolate. I guess I should get some milk now. It's hot chocolate time. I've never had this brand before. The directions say to take one whole disc and put it into 4 cups of milk and bring to a boil until it dissolves. But I'm only going to be using 1 cup of milk, so I'm putting that in now. There you go. And then I was smart and I cut it so that it's already in 4 squares. So if one whole thing was for 4 cups and I'm only using 1 cup, safe to say that my math is correct, and we're going to just use 1/4 of this. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it in the milk. I have it on medium heat, and I'm going to let it dissolve and bring to a boil a little bit. I don't want it too hot, and we'll see what we got. It smells a little cinnamony. Is that a word? Cinnamony? So anyway, let's check it out. Well, it appears that it is dissolved and that the cinnamon kind of raises to the top there. Oh, look at these little chunks in there. Of course, I probably did it on my own because I didn't know how to make it. scoop that out. There we go. And then my cup looks plain. How do I fix that? Oh, hey. You're so kind. Thank you, Pammy Faye. This is going to be nummy with that whipped cream on there. Oh, hey, you got a snack too. Hey, cheers. Cheers. Now, what are you doing? Oh, yeah, okay. I don't want your ball. Okay, here it is, day 8. Scooby snacks are still sitting there. So let's try the next one. See, I knew it. I knew it was going to be this one. I'm trying not to show that one. Let's open this one up. I think she kind of likes these. Let's see. See if she'll come. Zoe, what's this? Boom. Do you want that? Do you like that? You do like those. Oh my goodness. It's a good girl.